Hi, this is Joe with J. Alexander Roofing. I'm here today performing a video inspection of the roof. I'm also going to take measurement for purpose of estimate. All right, I've been up here, kind of looked around. Clear cut, this roof's in pretty bad shape. Parts of it in better shape than others, but anything that's pretty much facing, I guess you call it the front or the south or west face, we've got massive granular erosion. And then back here, obviously, we're actually missing shingles. I can see OSB right there, so that's pretty urgent. Something needs to be done right there. If we end up working together, I can get that patched in for you temporarily. In fact, if I had something with me now, I would patch it now that I'm up here, but I just do not have anything in my vehicle to do so. But keep that in mind. If we're gonna work together, I'll come out and put a free temporary patch on that, because right now you've got to be taking on some water with heavy rains. And then the rest of the shingle, hopefully my phone's gonna illustrate this. They're getting to the point where they're bald. When you start to see that much fiberglass come through the shingle, you're losing your weatherproof. The shingle stones are kind of the armor and the weatherproofing. And then there's the oil-based adhesion that goes on over top of the fiberglass mat, and it holds the stones onto there. That's all worn away. That's all in your gutters or laying around your property now, because I can see fiberglass popping through everywhere. A couple other things that I'll mention about this house. This part of it's all been vented out pretty well. Maybe we'll max out the ridge vent over here a little bit more. The more the merrier with ridge vent, so we try to do that every time. Down here we can definitely max it out a little bit more. You don't have any ventilation on this lower part back here. As long as there's a little bit of an air cavity inside your ceiling, which we'd be able to tell that when we start tearing the roof off, we will put probably some box vents back there. And then the front porch doesn't have any ventilation, but that's not as big of a deal. And we don't want to put box vents on the front of the house because it'll be pretty unsightly. Won't look very good from the road. Come down here, a couple of these areas. These are areas that I look for. They're very common. Looks like some of this flashing's been cobbled up. Maybe there's no step flashing under there. But when we come in, I kind of spoke to you on the phone. We'll replace all the step flashing. We'll replace all the pan flashing. If we would go with the metal option, it's much more in depth, because some of the siding's all gonna have to get cut up. In the event where you have an end wall and all those ribs of the panels hit the siding, it's probably gonna have to be raised up. So at that point, we'd be taking a lot more siding off and cutting it and putting it back together at that point. But we will kind of get together and discuss, what option suits you guys best. So now I'm just pretty much gonna start pulling measurements, inspect the rest of the roof. Joe with J. Alexander Roofing, performing a video inspection, and that should pretty much do it. I'm gonna measure this roof. I'll keep it all separate, and then I'm not sure. I don't think you guys want an estimate on this roof the way we spoke. You just said one detached garage. So I'm guessing you're talking about this one, which that one's in pretty bad shape as well. That'll pretty much do it. Thank you.